guys, this is the next Lego set I'm going to be reviewing. If you don't already know, I'm rebuilding a friend's Lego collection, and this is the next set I built. I just built Jabba's Palace, so I thought this would be a good one to do because it's a part of Jabba's Palace. This is set 75005. It's the Rancor Monster Pit. It's the only time they ever built the Rancor Monster Pit for a set. It's the only set that actually ever had the Rancor Monster Pit or the Rancor Monster Keeper. And first, let's start off with the figures. So we got Luke. This little bone to stop the Rancor Monster from eating him. We got the guy who owns the Rancor Monster. And then we got a Gamorrean guard that gets eaten by the Rancor Monster. And we got a little skeleton that you can, like, put on the side. And then, of course, obviously with the Rancor Monster, I will say I do think he should have been bigger. But because of the scale of this, he can't be too big, because otherwise he wouldn't actually fit through the gate. And I will say one feature I do really like is his mouth extends really far back, so you can actually put the Gamorrean guard inside of his mouth a lot of the way, which I think is really cool, because with a lot of other Lego monsters, it's hard to be able to fit anything inside of its mouth, look like the monster's eating it, because the mouth doesn't go back far enough. So now let's look at the set. All right, so now we got the inside of the set. So for this set, it's basically just the Rancor Monster Cave or lair or whatever you want to call it. You can put Jabba's Palace on top of. Of course, this can open up right here, and you have the gate that goes up and down, and you have a little thing right here that you can move in to make sure the gate doesn't fall. And I did mention that the Rancor was too small, but I understand now because, oh, gate accidentally fell. And yeah, you can let that go and they let the gate fall. But basically, the problem is that the gate barely fits. The arch barely fits with the Rancor going through. So I understand why they made it smaller, because otherwise the set would have been way bigger. And then, of course, you have where the inside, and you have a little place Luke can hide inside of here. You pick this up. You can store stuff right there. And then got a little meat for the Rancor, and then you got the little area where the dude who takes care of the Rancor is. And we'll talk about the rest of the set now. So another really cool feature I liked with this set is that if you do end up getting Jabba's Palace, you can actually drop someone into the Rancor Pit from Jabba's Palace. There's little holes on the bottom of the palace. That way you can fit it into the grooves under here. And basically what you can do is you can use the trapdoor, open it up, and drop Luke into the Rancor Pit. I will say the one big issue is the door can't open. You can't keep it open while Jabba's Palace is on top. So that is one big hiccup. But otherwise, I think that's a pretty cool feature. All right, so overall, I thought this was a pretty good set. I think I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's pretty good at being what it's trying to be, which is just the Rancor Pit. And I do think it's really cool you can put Jabba's Palace on top of it, especially since they don't do that very often, where they have two sets that can merge together. I think Lego should do that more often, because that's pretty cool. The price was $60 when it came out, which I don't think is terrible, considering this is the only set the Rancor monsters ever come in. I think it maybe could have been a little bit lower, like $50, but I think it's a pretty good price. It was 380 pieces, about 380 pieces when it came out, so the price is maybe a little too much, but I think still think it's pretty cool. And I'm actually going to be ranking this one and the new Jabba's Palace alongside the Jabba's Sail Barge and Sand Skiff that came out around the same time for our next video. So like and subscribe, and bye.